Here from Thunderous Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thunderous Fishing Tips. I'm out here fishing the mighty Niagara River, and it's all about the walleye bite today, folks. We're running the flexi-jig and Skollie minnow combo, my favorite combo, and we're fishing at about 16 feet of water, working these flexi-jigs right off the bottom, and it looks like I've gotten myself into a nice walleye. That is, if I can land them. Where's the boatless angler when you need him, right? Okay, he's coming close. I'm going to lighten up on the drag right here. Heavy drag for the hook set, and then lighten up when you get closer to the boat. That looks like a nice walleye. Come on, Mr. Wally. Oh yeah. Nice walleye. Beautiful walleye. All right. There we go. Flexi-jig and Skollie minnow, no worse for wear. Hey, and we got ourselves a nice chunky walleye right there. Hey, isn't that a nice chunk? Perfect size, really healthy, beautiful fish. Nice Niagara River chunky walleye. You know what? I'm gonna let this one go. Okay. Now, I know I had it right here somewhere. Okay, so here's the thing, folks. When it comes to, I want to talk a little bit about swim baits. So, as you can see, I'm tangled. No, so swim bait, basically the paddle tail. You see the paddle tail on there? So that does a lot of thump, thump, thump. And this is the Skollie minnow. This is called the dark shadow. It's got the gold fleck in it, and it's scented. So if you can get yourself scented baits, always better. But if not, there's plenty of scents available on the market. You can just buy some scent and rub it on. So here's the thing with these swim baits. The reason I like them is they're really, really versatile. You can jig them, you can cast them out and slowly retrieve them back like you would any crankbait. And you could also yo-yo it back to the boat or from shore. That's the other thing. You could fish them from shore, you could fish them in a boat. They're very, very versatile. And the thing is, with that paddle on the back, it also gives a little bit of vibration, which I really like, because the vibration, especially in murky water, will help the fish hone in on the bait. So I like using paddle tails for those reasons, and the fish seem to like them. I like that reason too. Okay, so I'm just bouncing this flexi jig off the bottom. That's all I'm doing. So it's this kind of technique, and what happens is the walleye or the bass, today it's all about walleye, they see that fall and that paddle tail, and it looks like an injured bait fish, basically. And the other thing I really like is you could fish these paddle tails slow, fast, or anywhere in between. So you've got a lot of options. If it's a cold front kind of day, then you just want to slowly work that, let it go down, sit for a bit, jig it up, let it go down, and work it real slow. Or you can rip jig it is the other option. Let it hit bottom and then give it a good twitch. And sometimes that twitch will trigger a hit too, just a natural reaction of the fish to attack. So I'm going to try all techniques, but I believe right now on a day like today, a slower presentation would be better. So that's what I'm going to key on today. But paddle tail baits, folks, you got some options and they work. Looks as though the subtle approach has struck again, folks. I think I've got myself another nice walleye. Let's at least get a look at them, see if I can get them landed. But just a nice little subtle jig back and trigger that hit. Let that little paddle tail do its thing. Jig hits the bottom and triggers that bite. Back up on the drag just a bit. Feels like a decent fish, actually. Yeah, feels like a good fish. Mind you, I'm fighting the current here too, but let's take a look at him. You see that flash down there, that nice golden flash, folks? Oh yeah. Yep, that's a dandy. That is a dandy. And a nice hook set at that. Beautiful hook set. Right in the side of the mouth there. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I love it. Get that hook out. Hey? Nice chunky walleye there. Beautiful, beautiful fish. I just love jigging for walleye, folks. Love jigging for walleye. Okay, let's get him back in there. Release that fish. Away he goes. Okay, and there are a couple other things I want to mention before I sign off on these paddle tail or these swim bait kind of lures. They could have a wider body, like the Skollie has a wider body which has a different, more subtle fall, allows for a slower fall, or it could have a real thin body for a faster drop. So take a look at that as well. And the other thing I really like, they're multi-species. Freshwater, saltwater, they'll catch all kinds of game fish. So it's a good all-around lure, let's put it this way, especially if you need to work something a little bit slower. But anyhow, folks, that's my take on the paddle tail style plastic baits. Very versatile, catch a variety of fish. If you get a chance, if you've never tried them, give them a try. You might have yourself a good day. I'm having myself a great day, and wherever you're tuning in from, I want to say thanks for spending time on the boat with me on today's episode of Thunder's Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. Keeping with that subtle approach.